everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome if this is your first time here. I'm Trula, your lovely little hostess over here, and today's book review is You're Born for This, Astrology for Radical Self-Acceptance by Chani Nicholas. Ugh, I can always say the name right. It's hard sometimes, and my brain is just fried because I've been doing these in quick succession for you guys. As always, we usually do the blurbs, but we'll get to that here in a second. This is, again, actually the next few will probably be for all of my witchy girls, so you're not going to hurt my feelings if you click off the video. This is for people who want to understand their birth charts a little bit more in depth. So, how your birth chart, a snapshot shot of the sky at the moment you were born, reveals your unique talents, challenges, and opportunities. Chani makes the wisdom of your birth chart accessible with 3 foundational keys: your sun, which is your life's purpose; your moon, your physical, which is your physical and emotional needs; and your ascendant and its ruler, which is your motivation for life and the steer person of your ship. Chani Nicholas is a Los Angeles-based New York Times bestselling author and astrologer with a community of over 1 million monthly readers. She has been a counseling astrologer for more than 20 years, guiding people to discover and live out their life's purpose through understanding their birth chart. Her app, Chani, offers users a personalized daily understanding of their birth chart. It has had nearly 1 million downloads and counting since its launch in December 2020. She's been featured in the New York Times, Los Angeles Times, Rolling Stone, The New Yorker, The Atlantic, and on Netflix. I have the app. I absolutely love the app. To be very, very clear, I love the app. And I always state this, and I like to be kind of early on about this. My only griff with this, my only complaint, is that as someone who does not understand their chart, in a lot of cases, when you start like saying like, what are all the planets in this house that you have? If there's nothing there, it's not helpful. And when you don't provide information for people who don't have stuff in that house, it's very confusing. So I like this book. I kind of wish Chani, with her knowledge, would go and write another book as a kind of a follow-up to this, because I want to know more. And finding books to really walk you through your birth chart is extremely hard that makes sense. And I'm a person who's like, I like to ask all the questions. I always want to understand everything. And I will say, as much as I do have the dog-eared pages in this, as most people would hate, I still have questions about my birth chart. Like, I really do. Like, I don't understand like half the stuff in this. And while it was helpful in some cases, there are some spots, like I said, where it wasn't as helpful for me, where it's like I have like aspects and stuff like that. I don't always have in my chart, my planets aren't always in certain spaces. Like, it was very confusing for me in some cases, and I would have liked to have seen like, okay, if you have it, like, you know, underneath the little question section, like, if you have no planets in this house, you can skip this section, because it's kind of a pick your own storyline book in a way, because it's like you're gonna hop to like where your specific planetary placement is. So like if my moon is in Virgo, which is where it is, I would skip to my moon in Virgo section and just read that compared to everything else. So like I said, there's just certain pieces of this that I would have liked to have just had a little bit more in depth on, but overall I really did enjoy it. It was very helpful in some cases of learning a little bit more. I'd like to kind of like dive in and take some better notes than what I did originally, but all in all, did enjoy it, would recommend it. This is great, especially if you have their app to kind of sit side by side with, because your chart on the app is going to give you all of the answers to a lot of the questions that are asked through this, like your aspects, your trines, and all that stuff, which still don't make any sense in my brain, but I'm slowly learning. It's a process. So anyways, absolutely enjoyed reading this book, even though I have a little pieces of it that I'm not exactly happy with, that don't make sense. And it's like, I would have loved to have had like a little disclaimer like, hey, if you don't have any planets in this house, just skip to this page. Like, give me a skip around. If we're going to make this a, choose your own adventure book, at least give me options to skip ahead. You know, that's my only ask. But there you go. Very short, very sweet, very simple. Absolutely enjoyed it. Definitely get you a copy if you have questions about your sun sign. You may be luckier than I am and actually have more information, more planetary placements in your chart. Mine all happen to sit in the same groupings constantly. And I don't know how I feel about that. Probably the reason why I am the way I am. Actually, it is part of the reason that I am the way I am. But there you go. Anyways, that is it. I will see you guys in the next one where we'll be reviewing House Magic by Erica Feldman. And let me tell you something. That book has been on my list. It has been sitting on my shelf waiting for me to read it for a hot minute. So I can't wait to talk to you guys about it. So I will see you in the next one.